Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to a raucous Air Motor Center here in Woodstock, New Brunswick. Game 6, and the Western Valley Panthers can clinch the semifinals this evening. They did what they had to last night. They finally won one on the road. First team in the semifinals to secure a victory on the road in these NBJHL Junior C semifinals. Last evening in Tri-County, Western Valley took a 3-1 victory over the River Cats. Dawson Cole had a shutout going into the final 3 minutes of the third. Will Leroy ended the shutout with the net empty at the other end and an extra attacker on, but the Western Valley Panthers held on and took their first lead in this series, a 3-2 lead over the second place Tri-County River Cats. In the other series last evening, the home team continued to win. The Southern Sting have a 3-2 lead over the Sunny Corner Thunder. A 5-3 victory last night gave them the third victory in that series. That game 6, goes tonight in Sunny Corner. We're going to throw it down to ice level for Canada. Panthers knew they had to win one on the road to win this series. They did it last evening. Now they can clinch here at home. And now the Tri-County River Cats need to win one on the road in order to keep this series going and take it to a Game 7 tomorrow afternoon at the Tri-County Complex. In between the pipes for both teams, it's the same as it has been for the first 5 games. Dawson Cole from Holton, Maine in net for the Western Valley Panthers. At the other end, Port Williams, Nova Scotia native Mason Vigneault is in the blue paint. Isaac McLaughlin returns to the forward lineup for the Western Valley Panthers after missing last night's game. He put up a hat trick last Saturday night here at the Air Motor Center for the Game 4 victory. Peary hit by Jacob Earl there. River Cats dump the puck into the corner. Panthers start to change. Peary first one off, pass straight up through the middle for Gould. Rivington trying to hold on. Gould dangled a little too long, and the Western Valley Panthers are offside. Neutral zone draw comes all the way back down into the Panthers' end. Pearson gets to it first. Feed out over the blue line. Shot back in by McBurney. Pearson up to Rivington. Tried to chip it ahead, and the River Cats reverse it back. This building is nearing capacity, and it is getting loud. This is a rematch of last year's finals. Tri-County winning the championship over Western Valley last season, and the defending champs look to keep this year going, but they need a win tonight on opposition ice. Jack Price comes in after the River Cats were waved out. Shot on Arneson, man who was waved out, taking the shot on, and Dawson Cole making the save for Western Valley. Panthers added another affiliate forward to their lineup last evening. Bauer Arbo back in the lineup tonight. His season with the AAA season with Miramichi has come to a close. He's returned home to the Florenceville-Bristol area and looks to finish out the year with the Panthers. He is in the lineup tonight. Isaac McLaughlin back in the lineup tonight with 10 stitches and a few less teeth in his mouth after an accident yesterday during the day. Missed last night's game, but back in the lineup now. Arbo coming in, getting a shot just wide of the blocker's side. Puck bouncing off the end boards, and Vigneault's going to cover up at the side of the net. For the Tri-County River Cats, it's the exact same lineup as last evening, and this weekend they are without defenders. Chris Paul and Ryland Gilbert, both injured. Did not play last night, will not play tonight. On the bench, however, Cole Poirier has returned from his military duties. So he's backing up Vigneault this evening. Poirier, decent numbers against the Panthers this year, but Vigneault, as always, putting up a strong performance. This has been a great goaltending duo in this semifinal series. Graham holds up at the line, makes sure Crispin Gallant is onside before firing the puck in. Robichaud up the boards and out past center. Crane in his own end. Cross ice, tipped, and icing is waved off as puck slides down into the Tri-County zone. Back up and out. Ben Kelly on the far side. Centering pass deflected behind the net. Mercer trying to make his way out. Mercer returning to the lineup. Cohen Ketcha not in the lineup for the Panthers. Change from last weekend. Another centering pass missed. Logan Reynolds brings it around to the near side. Justin Rusk, who was injured last weekend, back on the blue line for the River Cats. And we've got a penalty coming here. And it's going to go against Brody Hayes. Check behind the play on Isaac Shaw. And it's a boarding call against Hayes. So the Panthers will go to the power play. They had 2 power play goals last evening. In the second period, Lachlan McInnes and Crispin Gallant tallying on the power play. They were 2 for 4 in Game 5. They were 2 for 4 in Game 4 as well. They are 35% on the power play in this series. Tri-County penalty kill has dropped to 65%. So the Panthers with an excellent opportunity here to get one on the board early. Gould drops it off for Peary. Andrew Peary looking over his options. Gets the return pass from Gallant. Gallant in the middle. Isaac McLaughlin trying to tip it up to the point. Coming across was Gould to keep it inside the zone. Gould walks the line. Pass back intended for Peary. Peary sends it to Gallant. Back around to Peary. Panthers get reset. Carson Rideout taking control on the far side. Back across to Peary on the near side. Gallant standing in front. McLaughlin in the bumper position. Peary, top of the circle, hit the bodies in front. That puck dribbles down to the ice. It's chipped back up top. Rideout gathers it back up. Being given trouble by Adam Holohan. Rideout gets it down into the corner. Pass across, looking for Peary, is tipped all the way down the ice by captain Dylan Pino. Panthers racing back up. Rivington gets in onside. Special teams have changed out. Rideout stays on, sends it across for McCatton. Matt McCatton back up to Rideout. Rivington bumps it across. Graham gets a shot on. Pad saved by Vigneault. Rivington swings it high. Top of the circle. Rips it off the end boards. Rideout. Back across to Graham. Graham, wrist shot. Hit McInnes in front. McInnes looking for it to drop in front of him. That bounced all the way out to the circle. 10 seconds left on the penalty. McCatton sends it down low off a couple of bodies. Graham can't get it centered. Comes back up to McCatton. McCatton shot blocked by Pino. Penalty over. Kyle DeMerchant racing back the other way. His shot goes over the top of the net. Hayes back on the ice. Shovels the puck in. Cole stops it. So Tri-County has killed off their first penalty of this game. Race for the puck all the way down the ice. Puck played behind the net. Austin Black trying to get out, but Michael Harvey gives him trouble, and Zach Graham able to get a shot on. Sharp angled shot stopped by Vigneault. Harvey gets it back down to Graham. Graham fires it around the corner. Kilfoyle chasing. It's played away from him. Harding at the line. His shot blocked by Jack Price. Black. Quick up to Arneson. Arneson loses the puck in the neutral zone. Picked up by Will Leroy, the only Tri-County goal scorer last evening. Arbo on the far side. Up the boards. Kilfoyle gets past him and over the blue line. Brought back in by Leroy. Leroy looking for a shot there, off balanced, and the puck rolled all the way to the other side. Arneson lost an edge inside the Panthers zone. Noah Grant gets it across center, dumps it in, and starts the change for his line. Pass out to center ice. A fervent start to this game. Very few whistles through the first 7 minutes here. Peary pushes his man off the puck. McLaughlin across to Gould. Jacob Gould skating in, throws a shot on. Vigneault makes the save, sliding across. Doesn't give up the rebound. No one there to gather that rebound for the Panthers, but they'll take the offensive zone faceoff here. Through 5 games, Dawson Cole's averaging 3 goals against per game. Vigneault 2.6 goals against. Quick shot by Isaac Shaw, goes wide of the net off the faceoff win. Puck slides in right on net. Dawson Cole plays it to the near side. And Carter Melanson looking to hit the open net there. Hit the side of the net, sliding across. Dawson Cole knocks it off. It's moorings, and we get another whistle at the Western Valley end. Peary draws the puck back to the end boards. Cooper Crane trying to keep it away from Kelly. Round to the far side. Rusk now fired on by Melanson. Centering pass picked off by Jacob Gould. He hits the end glass. Across for Crane. Crane up to Peary, who chips it out. Robichaud. Cross ice pass. Coming back for it was Ben Kelly, and he's checked hard into the end boards by Peary. Nate Dryden gets it up to the line. Rideout trying to hold it in. It's pushed out and over. Panthers work it back for Shaw. Pocket center ice, picked up by Rivington. Rivington trying to get back through, and he was knocked off balance by Robichaud enough. Dryden was able to play it to the far side. Tri-County getting back out. Pass through the middle for Dryden. He was tied up. Rideout coming back, returning the favor. And we've got another penalty coming here. And it's another one going against Tri-County. Ben Kelly arguing against this call. Kelly will sit for 2 minutes or less for a cross-check behind the Panthers net. So the Panthers back to the power play. Unsuccessful on their first opportunity. Right out. Down to Rivington. McInnes in front. McCadden on the far side. McCadden pass across. McInnes with the tip, but it goes to the corner. McInnes now down behind the net. Backhand feed comes back to him. Graham to Rivington. Cross to McCadden. Up to Carson Rideout. Cross. Rivington one-timer, and Vigneault slides across and steals one with his blocker. Back to McCadden at the point. McCadden's shot goes off of Holohan to the corner. Rideout now. Rideout shot blocked off the skate of Logan Reynolds and all the way back to the Panthers, and the penalty kill will get some fresh legs out there. Rideout weaving his way through. He's cutting to the net, taken down, and Tri-County is able to clear it all the way back down once again. Gould settles in behind his net. 50 seconds remaining on the penalty. Peary at center. Hit by Pino as he comes across. Tri-County able to get it all the way around their zone and out the near side. Peary to Rideout, 30 seconds. McLaughlin coming in quickly down the left side. McLaughlin sends it in behind the net. Gallant getting it back up to Gould. Panthers reset. Rideout to Peary. Peary top of the circle. Too many bodies in front. Pino blocks this one. Down into the corner for Gould. Gould chipping it to Gallant. Back to Gould in the corner. Trying to work some room here. Penalty coming to an end. Gallant fails to center. McLaughlin to Gould on the far side. Out of the box comes Kelly. And Tri-County sends it the length of the ice. This will be an icing against the River Cats, but they have killed off 2 penalties here in the first half of this first period. Game 6 still scoreless here at the Air Motor Center in Woodstock, New Brunswick. Crispin Gallant comes in leading the Panthers in this series with 2 goals and 3 assists, 5 points. Shot knocked down in front. I believe that hit Rivington. And then Arbo was knocked down at the point. Got a reaction from the fans. McInnes rings one off the iron, and it deflects up and out of play. Leading the way on the score sheet for the Tri-County River Cats with 5 points each. It's Jacob Hannay, 2 goals, 3 assists. Cam Arneson, 3 goals, 2 assists. And Jack Price, 1 goal, 4 assists. Arneson quickly down. Good poke check by Harding. Took the puck away from Arneson. Held in at the line by Price. Price couldn't get away from McInnes. Puck slides back. Austin Black coming back for the River Cats. Black straight through the middle. Tap pass to Arneson. Arneson gets around 1. Has the D in front of him. Shot blocked by Harding. Crane can't clear it out. Black working it back down low. Arneson centering pass off a skate and back to the near point. Jacob Earl shot on, turned aside by Cole. Price getting it across. One-timer by Black going down to the knee, and he's stopped by the blocker of Cole. Harvey having trouble through the neutral zone, shovels that down off the end boards. Vigneault plays it back to the corner. Earl gets it over the line and coming back up ice, Arneson. He was looking for Price on the far side. Panthers move it back to center. Harvey gets it across the blue line, not deep, and played back out by Nick Robichaux off the glass. From center, Shaw gets it to the line, but not in. Back the other way, and Rusk's shot blocked. Bouncing puck up to the point to Jacob Hannay, sending it down low. Arneson turning, trying to get to the center, and he's taken down, and Arneson breaks his stick, but it's a tripping call going against the Panthers. Not sure who they're calling this one on. Bringing across Michael Harvey to serve this penalty. So a tripping call against Harvey. And Tri-County gets a power play. They have been unsuccessful through the last 2 games to score with the man advantage. Panthers win the draw and are able to send the puck all the way down the ice. Tri-County's power play has dropped to 27%. Western Valley's penalty kill improved to 73% over the last 2 games. And a good forecheck there gets an opportunity. Rivington sending it out front. Back the other way and popping the water bottle. What a shot and a rifle by Nate Dryden. Picking that top corner and taking Grandma's cookies from the cupboard. Dryden opens the scoring, 12:43 into the first. On the power play. And that's what the River Cats needed if they were to be successful this evening. They needed to get that man advantage working for them. Dryden's 3rd goal of this series and his 2nd power play tally. Arneson now leads. Rivington got hit, looking for a call. Austin Black dangling his way into the zone. Arneson now with 3 assists, 6 points in this series. Right out, clears the puck out from the slot, gets it to center. Dylan Pino is waiting, waits for everybody to get onside, and fires it in. That rings around the Panthers' end. McInnes playing it to Pearson. Pearson getting it up to the point, but held in by Holohan, sent to the near side. Right out, off the boards, up. McCatton waiting for it in the neutral zone. Sharp angled shot. Vigneault makes the save, and then McCatton puts it on the back of the net. Crispin Gallant trying to work it free. The whistle goes before it pops off. 5:59 to go in this first period. The Tri-County River Cats now leading 1-0 on the road, down 3-2 in this series. Panthers looking to finish it off tonight. Tri-County needs a win to send it to Game 7 tomorrow afternoon. River Cats win the defensive zone face-off, work it around to the far side, but have trouble getting it out. Now Reynolds through the neutral zone. Has Holohan on the near side. Bounces it to the near point. Brody Hayes knocked down after sending the puck down low. Centering pass comes up to Pino. Pino, top of the circle. Fires a soft shot into the near corner. Crispin Gallant taking off. Gets the puck through the legs of Robichaux, and then he's knocked down. And we get a whistle face-off in the Tri-County end. Peary and Price to the dot. Peary's going to be waived. Jacob Gould's coming in to take the draw against Jack Price. Price pulls it back. Jack Allaby works it around. Arneson to Price. Back to Arneson. Arneson stripped of the puck. Peary working his way through. He's bumped at the blue line. McLaughlin holding it along the near boards. And the puck sent the length of the ice. This will be icing. Again, no, it is waved off at the last second. Puck slowed down just enough. I said Isaac Shaw could have played that. So icing waved off. Gould now bumped at center ice. Rusk takes the puck away from him, finds Price. Price shot off the glove of Cole. Puck stays in play off the glass. Arneson taken down hard by Harvey. And that's going to get a penalty here. Harvey and Hannay going at it. Hannay coming in to stick up for Arneson. Glove stayed on, but we'll see. Harvey is going to the dressing room. And it is Hannay to the box for the time being. Glove stayed on. I assume Harvey is going to get a game misconduct on the hit, but 4:30 to go in this first period. We'll see how this one shakes out. Referee talking to Kyle DeMerchant for the River Cats and Panthers captain Zach Graham. And it looks like Hannay's night is done as well. The gloves stayed on, but the fists were flying. So Hannay and Harvey are gone, and if I saw that correctly, it's 5-on-5. So there was an initial call on Harvey. They could have called an instigator on Hannay. Both gone for the fight, but we'll see. Nothing official. I'm certainly not official. There are no stripes, no red armbands up here in the booth. That's not a stripe, Jeffrey. Not an official one. No, yes, it is 5-on-5. So both benches getting an explanation. Tri-County bench is okay with it. Seems to be as okay as they can be. And play continues. Rivington wins the draw. Harding takes it behind his net. He's challenged by DeMerchant. McCatton, quick up. Rivington was waiting at the line. He gets in onside, sends the puck around the boards. Rivington to the boards for McCatton. It's played out. So it is Harvey, 2 minutes for the hit from behind. So that was the initial penalty. Hannay comes in, instigates the fight, gets 2 minutes that wipes the power play off the board. And both Hannay and Harvey get the 5 minutes and a game for fighting. So that sees their nights come to an end early. We continue 5-on-5. Both teams now down a forward. Puck to the line. Rideout held it there. Robichaud does a good job of making sure he gets everybody onside. A sharp-angled shot turned aside by Cole. Gallant to the red line. Dumps it in, and then he's dumped to the ice by Robichaud. Black doesn't get the puck through the neutral zone. It is held up at center ice. Carter Melanson dumps it in. Rideout Pushed off the puck by Ben Kelly. He's backed up, though, by Pearson. Pearson gets the puck to the corner. Melanson up to the line. Robichaud looking for a lane. Fires it off the end boards. Bounces out the side of the net. Back up to Robichaud. His shot gets through this time. And Cole with the stick save. Puck goes to the corner. Comes out front. And going down to the ice, Ben Kelly gets a shot on. Cole again steers that one to the far corner. Brody Hayes battling two Panthers now. Was three earlier. He keeps that in his skates. Tries to get his stick free. Protecting the puck, and it's pulled out of the corner by Reynolds. Centering pass comes to the near side. Hayes up to Robichaud. Back down to Hayes. Gets away from him. And Pearson knocks him to the ice. Centering pass. And Reynolds standing in front of Cole. Stick was tied up, and the Panthers scrambling to get out of their end. Mercer tried to fire it in, blocked by Robichaud. And it's dumped in. That catches the top of the end glass. Cole's going to put a glove over this as it comes to the side of the net. And the River Cats have the Panthers on their heels here. Brody Hayes gaining some attention in the Panthers' end after the whistle. McInnes and Hayes are separated. And the faceoff coming to the left of Cole. One forward by Jack Price. Arneson couldn't pull the trigger. He was at the top of the circle and just couldn't find the puck to pull the trigger. McInnes breaking in, played that back. Backhand of McCatton in front. Rivington kicks it to the corner. McCatton all the way up top, shot back down into the crowd by Shaw, and Vigneault finds it first with his glove hand. So the Panthers survive the press at their end, come back down with some fresh legs on the ice and put some pressure on the River Cats and get a face-off to the near side with 1:23 left to go in this first frame. Tri-County winning the draw. They fire it down off the near boards. Race for the puck, and that will be icing against the River Cats. 1:14 on the clock. Face off to the near side once more. Peary going up against Kyle DeMerchant. Bouncing puck. McLaughlin directed it to the corner. Peary trying to dig it free. Comes out the near side. Austin Black up to McBurney. Puck gets out to center, but it's directed back by Arbo. We're under 60 seconds to go in this opening frame, game 6. Arbo chips the puck out to the neutral zone. Black's waiting for it for the River Cats. Cross ice pass, that missed Allaby. Skipped over his stick. Peary behind the net. McLaughlin trying to shovel it out front. It's in his skates. McBurney. Puck popped up on him, and it's hand pass over the blue line out to the neutral zone, and 27.5 seconds on the clock. Faceoffs coming back into Tri-County territory. Rivington across from Melanson. McCatton from the corner. Puck bounces out front. Rivington's stick was tied up. Stepping up into that was Arbo. Broke the stick of Melanson, who blocked the shot. Arbo from the neutral zone. He's tripped up. Penalty coming. And we get whistles both ways. And it looks like Melanson is going off for roughing. and Pino. So the arm was up. It was on a delayed call. And I believe that there was another penalty on the delayed penalty. So Melanson and Pino sent to the box. It is a 5-on-3 here for the Western Valley Panthers. "10 seconds left in this first period. And the referee talking to Vigneault for the puck drop, so we'll reset. Clock started, so we reset. Face-off win by the Panthers. Graham, shot, gloved out of the air by Vigneault. Snags that one. 5 seconds remaining in the first. Western Valley will have a power play to start the second, even if they do score here. Puck tied up. Price drops down on it. Puck free in McInnes's skates, but that ends the first period. The Panthers will take a 2-man advantage into the second. So Melanson blocked the shot, broke his stick, got the call for throwing the stick afterwards. He didn't just drop it, he tossed it to the towards the far side. Got 2 minutes for that on that delayed penalty. Pino picks up a tripping call, and that puts the River Cats down to 1:49 left on both of those penalties going into the second. That happened at the 10-second mark of the second. The River Cats now arguing that there was a cross-check after the whistle and looking for a penalty here against the Panthers, and they don't get one. So Tri-County goes up 1 on the power play. A power play that had gone cold over the last 2 games gets them on the board here in the first period, 12:43 in. Nate Dryden, his third of the series, second power play tally of the series from Cam Arneson, who now leads the River Cats with 6 points in this 6-game series. Western Valley 0 for 2 on the power play. They get another opportunity, 1:49 left in 2 Tri-County penalties. It's a 5-on-3 to start the second for Western Valley. See if they can get back to a tied hockey game. They've got an opportunity here to get back to a tie and a possible lead. But don't count the River Cats out on the power play. They have at least one shorthanded goal by Kyle DeMerchant in this series. We'll see if the Panthers can capitalize at the start of the second. We've got 15 minutes on the clock. We'll be back for period number 2. And we're back. Period number 2 set to get underway here at the Air Motor Center in Woodstock. This game 6 of the best of 7 semifinal between the Western Valley Panthers and the Tri-County River Cats. The River Cats up 1-0 after 1. The Panthers 0 for 2 on the power play in the first, but they have a 2-man advantage here to start the third. A minute 49 left on both. Penalties to Melanson and Pino. Melanson for throwing the stick, Pino for tripping. So the Panthers, an excellent opportunity here to get back to a tied game, and Jack Price off the faceoff, firing the puck right down the ice. Graham brings it across the line for Western Valley. Rivington to Rideout up top. McCatton on the near side, shot deflected. Bouncing puck clear to the far boards. Carson Rideout. Decides to pass off to Rivington. Rivington working it in, Rideout. Goes in the box, turns back to Rivington. Down low, McCatton. Looking over his options. Back up to Rideout. Rideout doesn't look what he saw. Sets up McCatton for the one-timer rebound. McGraham sends it wide of the net. Rivington getting the puck back. 56 seconds left on the 2 penalties now. McCatton up to Rivington. McInnes standing in front. He jumps out of the way. McCatton's shot stopped by Vigneault. Rideout fails to get the puck back up to Rivington. It's cleared out. And down the ice by Jack Allaby. The 3-man penalty kill gets a change for the River Cats. Panthers, 30 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. Rideout comes all the way up ice, carrying the puck. The power play has swapped out for the Panthers as well. Peary looking for the back door for Gould. Rideout couldn't hold it in. Austin Black stopped the pass, and he skates it all the way down ice, killing some valuable time, getting an opportunity and getting a penalty against him. Peary's going to get called. I assume it'll be a trip. 5 seconds remaining on the 2-man advantage. And Andrew Peary tripping call negates the power play. I guess it's still a 4-on-3 for 5 seconds. And then it'll be a power play for the River Cats, of which they are 1 for 1 on the evening. Power play goal in the first stands as the only goal of this game. Quick shot up ice, and that will be an icing against the Panthers as it whistle goes just as the penalties come to an end. The River Cats back to 5 players, penalties killed. And they now have a 1 minute 55 second power play. Panthers cleared all the way down the ice. Racing on was Isaac McLaughlin. McLaughlin steals the puck but gives it right back. Allaby stopped at the line. Pearson sends the loose puck all the way back down to the River Cats' end. Allaby once again. Pass up to Arneson. Arneson pulls up. Allaby gets things set. Dryden, pass down low. He cuts to the net. Back up to Melanson. Melanson's shot gets through. Cole makes the stop. Another shot from Allaby, and that's deflected to the near corner. Slid up to through the open point. Allaby back with Dryden. Arneson tips it for Price. Price stood up by McInnes. He loses his stick. Coming in was Dryden. He got a shot on, turned aside by Cole. Austin Black walks the line. Back to Arneson. Arneson's shot tipped to the near side. Black Again, top of the zone, passes to Dryden. Dryden shot. Cole makes the stop. Rebound there, cleared out. Black walking to the top of the slot. His shot hit someone in front, deflected to the near side. Back across. Black going back door for Price. Price hit the side of the net. 10 seconds remaining in the Peary penalty. Pass out front. Crispin Gallant keeps the slot clear. Dryden behind the net on the backhand. Has trouble, turns, fires, hits the side of the net. Peary's out. And sitting at the hash mark, so it was Melanson for the one-timer. Penalties are over. Peary tips it to McInnes. McInnes couldn't get it back to his forehand. Back up. Rusk jumps into the play. His shot deflected past Cole and making it 2-0 after the power play. End-to-end action. And Rusk jumping up into the play, takes the pass at the just outside the blue line, comes in. Should have been a nothing shot, goes off the defenseman and to the far side, tucked it into the post, and makes this 2-0 for the road team. Dryden and Allaby get the assists on the Rusk tally. That is Rusk's second of the series. Dryden with a goal and an assist tonight. Power play was still out there, or at least most of it was still out there for the River Cats. Hayes gets a shot pass to Sean. We've got another penalty coming here against the Panthers. It's going to be a hooking call. And we saw this coming after the first. The penalties in the first seem to all be going Tri-County's way. And you knew at some point that was going to start swinging the other way. Cooper Crane goes off for 2 minutes or less for hooking. Price walks the line. Down to Arneson in the corner. He has trouble. He regains control. Price on the near side. Up to Dryden. Black to Arneson. Arneson's centering pass goes into the corner and all the way out to the neutral zone. Dryden through the middle. As O'Lane gets a shot on, Cole makes the save, and the Panthers are able to clear it out. 40 seconds gone in the penalty. Dryden stopped. Peary blocked it. Gould gets it back to Peary. Big blocker saved by Vigneault. Peary trying to shovel it up to the point. Arneson, pass across for Melanson. Melanson drops it back. Price, shot blocked by Harding. Pearson finds the loose puck. It dropped out of Harding's equipment, and he's able to clear it down. 1:10 gone in the penalty now. Arneson across the line. Going to the net is Kelly. Arneson can't hit him with the pass. Black on the near side. Down the wall for DeMerchant. DeMerchant behind the net for Price. Price to the corner. Up top to Black. Black shot. Blocked by Harding, and the Panthers are able to clear it down. The penalty kill is going to get a full change here. Puck all the way down in the River Cats' end. 20 seconds remaining on the Tri-County power play. Leroy waiting for his counterparts to come in. They get set up. Rusk, shot, and that one deflects in as well. Justin Rusk throwing the puck at the net, and he is successful twice in a row now. Taking the credit for this one is Will Leroy, tipping it in past Dawson Cole. 6:47 into the second. And the River Cats have broken out to a 3-0 lead. Over the Western Valley Panthers. That would be Leroy's second of this series. Shot on, Cole with the pad save. Well, they're saying Rusk from Kelly and Allaby. So the tip in front was not from a Tri-County River Cat. Rusk gets his second of the night, third of the series. Another penalty coming here. This one going against the River Cats. And it's for a check down in the Tri-County zone. It's going to be Brody Hayes going back to the box. So another power play tally. Rusk, his second of the evening. It's Hayes for cross-checking. And the Panthers 0 for 3 on the power play. Get another opportunity here, now down 3. Peary gets deep in the zone, centering pass, comes back to him, works it up high, cycles again. Down into the corner, Gallant returns pass up to Peary. He sets up right out for the one-timer, that's blocked. Melanson blocking everything high in the zone tonight. Right out, left the puck behind. Peary to Gould, out of the zone. Gould racing ahead, trying to get away from Holohan. Holohan chasing him down, giving him trouble. Robichaux couldn't get the puck up to the line. And the Panthers get set up. Puck rolled on Rideout. Holohan high to the point. Rideout down into the near corner, and Gould checked down in the corner, just steps away from the referee. He went in hard on a checker to the numbers. No call on the play. Gould thankfully gets up and back into the play. Pino stopped one shot, but there the Panthers get on the board with a real Slim Shady. Please stand up. Isaac McLaughlin back in the lineup and has another for the Panthers. That's his team leading 5th of this series. Power play tally for the Panthers, getting them on the board at 11:03. McLaughlin gets an assist on the goal. It goes to Andrew Peary, and that is Peary's second of the series. McLaughlin and Gould assisting on the power play tally. Dryden quickly up the left side, drops it back. Price, pass behind Arneson. Play continuing to keep a high pace here, and the clearing attempt hit McBurney's helmet on the bench. So 10:09 to go here in the second. The Panthers now down 2 They answer back with one on the man advantage. McBurney wins the draw. Robichaud throws it down low, tipped wide of the net. Rusk shovels it to the far side. Harding has trouble, can't get it past Leroy. Comes back to Will Leroy. Leroy centering pass, tipped on. Cole plays it to the near side. Rusk in the corner. Arbo checking him, holding him up long enough for Noah Grant to get the puck out to the far side. Panthers get it up and out. Rusk to Leroy. He kicks it back into his own zone. Leroy through the middle for Aiden McBurney. His shot blocked by Harding. He gets the puck back. Shot on. Cole makes the save. Drops down on the puck. And will hold on. For a face-off in his end. 9:20 on the clock. Perry loses the draw. Melanson winning it. Tri-County with a couple of opportunities hitting the side of the net, and the Panthers clear it down. Icing will be called. And we're coming all the way back into Western Valley territory. Near capacity crowd here at the Air Motor Center for this Game 6 between the Western Valley Panthers and the Tri-County River Cats. There are some seats, but the rails are full. The end of the rink, standing room only, down along the glass. And what an exciting game we've got between these two squads. They've given us nothing but excitement the entire time in this series. It's been a great series. And another one fired into the Tri-County bench. 8:58 on the clock, and another face-off in the Western Valley zone. Things starting to slow down here with some whistles. Puck finding its way out of play. Right out around the near side for McLaughlin. Puck comes to a ride out, and he hits the shoulder of Melanson. Back the other way comes a Gould. Gould trying to make his way past Earl. Fails to do so. Melanson to Dryden. Dryden gets it down the ice. Pearson following. Puck didn't make it over the line before Pearson touched it. It wasn't going to make it over. Icing waved off, and Peary plays it around to the far side. Bounced away from Rideout. Dryden kicks it out front. Kelly couldn't pull the trigger. Cross ice pass finds McLaughlin. Isaac McLaughlin shot blocked. Gould sends it on net. Backhand shot, and in the kitchen was Rideout. Vigneault and Rideout going at it. Vigneault coming all the way out to deliver a message for Carson Rideout. But that puck popped up. Vigneault had it in his equipment somewhere as he was struggling to hold on and find it. Rideout comes in, tries to knock it loose, and a crowd gathers. Looks like we're going to get a penalty here against Rideout. And another power play for the River Cats. Trying to get clarification here on what's going on. Looks like we've got 5-on-5, penalties going both ways, so it looks like Vigneault might be getting called for a penalty here as well. Well, it's Logan Reynolds going off. Someone would have to serve it if it was Vigneault's, but maybe it is Reynolds in the mix of everything happening. So 5-on-5 face-off outside the Tri-County and 8:04 to go here in period number 2. Arneson plays the puck back to his own defense. Black through the neutral zone, gets across, and he's going to go into the corner, shovels it across. Price tips it wide of the net. He had the top of the cage. It's Carson right out for roughing. So it's Vigneault for a high stick. Being served by Reynolds. So those offset. Reynolds and Rideout will sit in the box for 2 minutes or more whenever the next whistle occurs. But we are 5-on-5. Puck coming down, icing the call. And we got another big check taking out Price at the blue line. 7:03 on the second period clock. Face-off in the Tri-County zone, and the Rivercats on the road with a 3-1 lead over the hometown Western Valley Panthers. Panthers win the draw. McCatton's shot blocked. Black hits the stanchion. Comes right back to him in his own zone, so he plays it back. Rusk sends it up and out. Misses Price with the pass off the boards. Harding up to the line. Brought in by McCatton. Rivington going to the net. McCatton checked off the puck. Rivington now puts it to the side of the net, and Vigneault covers up the sliding disc. Face-off staying in the Tri-County end. 6:37 left in the second. Rivington to the draw, across from DeMerchant. McCatton sends it behind the net. Chasing it down is Robichaux. Robichaux up the boards. Held in by McCatton. McInnes looking for the front of the net, can't find it. Now he does, and Arbo off a stick and out of play. The affiliate Bauer Arbo from the top of the slot. Face off again to the left of Vigneault. Peary slides in across from DeMerchant. DeMerchant wins it to the corner this time. Pino can't play it behind the net. Leroy takes control along the near boards. Sent up and out. Harding tips it deep into his own zone. Cole plays it to the far side. Harding chasing it down. Panthers get it out. Glove down by McLaughlin. McLaughlin to the line. Slaps it in deep. Vigneault playing it behind the net. Puck almost popped out to the side. Now it comes up top. Arbo fires wide. Vigneault's lost his stick. He gets it back as it was laying in his crease. The Rivercats are able to clear it down the ice. Panthers regain control in their own zone. Leroy chasing McLaughlin. Rolling puck. McLaughlin gets it settled in the corner. Hits Harding, and it's played back by Gould. Arbo back around. Gould off the boards and out. And it's sent back in. Offside is the call. Rideout and Reynolds escape the box, having served their time. And we get a reset just outside the Panthers zone. Panthers win the draw. Isaac Shaw backhands it off the glass, back across center. Gallant from the red line, fires it in off the end boards. Austin Black picks it up, chased by Grant. Quick pass across, finds Ben Kelly on the near side. Kelly, centering pass, deflected behind the net. Gallant up to Kilfoyle along the boards. He's checked. Tri-County played it out off their own man. Ben Kelly comes back to retrieve the puck in his own end. Kelly up to Melanson. Melanson trying to get it up the boards, and the pass was behind Holohan. Grant and Melanson tied up with the puck on the near side. Gallant and Hallahan. Hallahan digs it out, gets a shot on. Toe save, but the rebound there. And it's scooped into the back of the net by Ben Kelly. Tri-County Rivercats return to a 3-goal lead. 15:39 into the second period. That's Kelly's second of this series. Adam Holohan gets the lone assist on the Kelly tally and puts the Tri-County Rivercats up 4-1 over the Western Valley Panthers. Rivercats down 3-2 in this series. Game 7, if needed, goes tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 at the Tri-County Complex, with the Panthers looking to dig themselves out of this hole and give themselves an opportunity. Pino throws a shot on, no tip, and Cole is able to make the save, hold on to the rebound with 3:35 to go here in this middle frame. Hayes lines up across from Peary. Holohan gets a shot on, and another save by Dawson Cole. He freezes the puck, and another face-off to his right. Hayes slaps the puck to the boards. It's worked up top, and a shot by Allaby is blocked. That leaves Carson Rideout limping. Peary down deep into the corner, centering pass, no one there but Rivercats. Reynolds. Pass missed, Holohan. Gould in the corner. Gets the puck up and out. Backhanded back in by Jacob Earl. Quick pass from behind the net, tipped in to the zone by Jacob Gould, and Vigneault's going to freeze that puck. Face off back into the Rivercats end. 2:51 to go in this second. 4-1 the score for the Rivercats. Western Valley, the first team to get a road victory last evening in these semifinals for either side. And Tri-County needs to do the same to stay alive. Allaby fires it up the boards to Merchant, trying to flip it into the far corner. Glove down, but McBurney tried a centering pass, comes back to him, he gets shot on. Cole swallows that up. And another face-off back into the Panthers end. Game 6 also going tonight over in Sunny Corner. The Thunder down 3-2 to the first place Southern Sting. Sting could end things, but they need to win on the road this evening. Both, it's been home teams getting the victory in all of the games on that side as well. Harding has to go off, has a loose neck guard maybe. Panthers win the defensive zone draw, but give it away in the far side. Gallant clears it from the slot. Leroy tied up by Gallant. They continue to battle behind the net. Puck is on the back of the net. 2:17 left here in the second. Zach Graham needs a new stick, so he's going to have to go off. McCatton comes on to take Graham's place. Sixes battle, and Crispin Gallant gets the better of this one in the defensive zone. McCatton sends the puck down. Austin Black in his own zone. Hits the boards, gets the puck out. It bounces off of the edge of the boards. Drop pass by McBurney. Black sends a shot on, turned aside by Cole. Allaby fires it into the far corner. Austin Black is there, sends it behind the net. DeMerchant to McBurney. He fails to center. Crispin Gallant sends it around the boards, and McCatton chips it out. Allaby starting out from his own blue line. He gets a long shot on, knocked down by Cole, and he finds it in the blue paint. Freezes it and takes another face-off in his end. Battle continues at the dot. Melanson and Rivington. Melanson finally got that one to the boards. Kelly trying to weave his way across. Pino sends it in front. Rideout knocked it down and is scrambling, couldn't control. Melanson gave him trouble. Going down in the corner, Melanson got the puck up to Robichaud at the point. Shot from the far side by Ben Kelly missed. Pino sends it down low. Melanson tipped it wide of the net. McCatton is able to clear it all the way down the ice. Rolling puck, icing waved off. Pino checked by McInnes. McInnes wins the battle in the corner. Sends it all the way up top. Shaw, shot, blocked by Pino. Pino finds Dryden. Dryden coming in, tied up. He goes down with Rideout, but got a shot on. Cole made another save for Western Valley, and Rivington taken into the boards hard by Dylan Pino. Delayed penalty, 26 seconds to go here. Delayed penalty to the Panthers. Cole has made his way to the bench. And the Rivercats touch the puck just long enough to get the whistle. Pino's going to go off. For boarding. So the Panthers 1 for 4 on the power play. They get a opportunity here, face-off in the Tri-County end with 18.1 seconds to go in the second. Rideout across to Gould off the face-off draw. His shot blocked. Quickly up and out of the zone is Hayes. He sends the puck in deep, goes in to recover. McLaughlin, he's just going to back off and take the power play into the third period. So the Panthers will start another period with the man advantage. 1:42 remaining on the Pino boarding call. Carrying over into the third. The Tri-County getting a 3-0 lead, scoring 3 goals in the second period. Rusk from Dryden and Allaby, his second on the power play. Rusk with his second of the night, third of the series from Kelly and Allaby, and then Kelly from Holohan. But in between, so it was 3-0 to Tri-County. Andrew Peary capitalized on a power play for the Western Valley Panthers from Isaac McLaughlin and Jacob Gould. Made it 3-1, but Kelly with his second point of the night, first goal of the evening, made it 4-1, and that's where we stand after period number 2. Put 20 minutes back on the clock. Can the Western Valley Panthers erase the 3-goal deficit and secure this series win here at home? They are up 3-2 in this best-of-7 series. Or will the Tri-County Rivercats hold them off, hold on, and take this series to a Game 7 tomorrow afternoon in Fredericton Junction? We will see 15 minutes on the clock. We'll be back for period number 3 here at the Air Motor Center in Woodstock, New Brunswick. Welcome back for period number 3 here at the Air Motor Center in Woodstock. The Tri-County River Cats on the road with a 4-1 lead headed into the final 20 minutes of regulation here in Game 6. River Cats looking to hold on and tie this series up at 3 games apiece, sending it back to Tri-County for Game 7 tomorrow afternoon. The Panthers looking to dig themselves out of this 3-goal deficit and finish this series off at home in front of a capacity crowd. They have a power play for 142 with Dylan Pino starting the third period in the penalty box. Panthers are 1 for 4 on the man advantage this evening. Rideout weaving his way in, drops it back to McCatton at the line. Cross ice. Rivington in the middle looking for Graham. Puck deflected back to Rivington. McInnes picks it up in the corner. Up top to Rideout. Rideout quickly across. McCatton shot on. Blocker saved by Vigneault. Rideout back to Rivington on the near side. Rivington down low. And McCatton was a little too tight to go back door, hit the side of the net. McInnes getting it back up to Rivington. Rivington sending it in front. McCatton with the flyby. Tipped it wide. Rideout walking the line. Kept it on the blue paint. Shot in tight. Vigneault gives up the rebound, but it slides behind the net. Vigneault down behind the net. McCatton battles his way and picks up a penalty for taking down Price behind the play. It's a roughing call. 36 seconds remaining on the Pino penalty. So it'll be 4-on-4 with McCatton going off for the roughing penalty. So the faceoff's going to come all the way down into the Panthers and 4-on-4 for 3:36. So the Panthers put themselves down a man again in 36 seconds, and Tri-County is 1 for 3 on the man advantage. Mason Vigneault gets reset in his crease. Panthers win the draw, get it out of their zone. Jacob Gould taking off. Centering pass cleared out by Rusk. Rusk taken into the corner by Peary. Andrew Peary stick handling his way back into the corner and plays it away from Black. Gould centering pass was cleared out by Rusk. Justin Rusk going all the way down the ice. He's got Dryden with him. Decides to turn back, finds Black at the line. Back across to Rusk. Rusk brings it down around the boards. Cam Arneson on the near side. Pino out of the box, and the River Cats power play takes over. Arneson on the far side. Back up to Black. Arneson to Dryden on the far side. Arneson to Rusk. Rusk shot blocked by Harding. Comes back to Rusk. He gets it into the slot, and it's cleared down by Andrew Peary. Vigneault is going to get this quickly back up to neutral ice for Austin Black. Black back into the offensive zone. Shot blocked by Harding. Black gets the puck back behind the net. Up top for Allaby. Jack Allaby's setting up Black. Black missed on the one-timer. Arneson trying to weave his way free. Comes all the way back up to the neutral zone. Leroy has to finally go off. He lost his neck guard quite a while ago. And Cole scoops up that loose puck, holds on. 26 seconds remaining in the McCatton penalty. Bernie and Rivington to the dot. Rivington pulls it back into the end boards, but Kyle DeMerchant jumps on it. DeMerchant off the sideboards. Centering pass comes up top. Austin Black looking for a lane. Doesn't find one. Allaby gets the sliding puck across. McCatton's time coming to an end. Kelly across to Black. McCatton back into play here for the Western Valley Panthers. Rivington sends it around the boards. Black keeps it inside the zone. Black down the boards. That puts the puck into the skates of DeMerchant. Rivercats starting a change here. Start to swap out their power play, and that one slides down, just narrowly missed Black, leaving the ice. Pino couldn't touch it at first. Does get it back up. DeMerchant gets a shot on. Cole, another save for the Panthers. Held in at the line. Reynolds shot, knocked down in front. Isaac Shaw gets the puck to center. DeMerchant tips it back into his own zone. Ben Kelly back across the Panthers' blue line, stripped of the puck. Crispin Gallant back up to center, dumping it in. Vigneault stops it, plays it up around the boards. Kilfoyle's there for Western Valley. He's tied up. Dylan Pino sends it back around to Reynolds. Reynolds sends it in off the end boards, and that bounces out top of the blue paint. So Dawson Cole puts a glove over it, freezes it with 15:36 to go in this third. Panthers have scored 3 in the third period against Tri-County. Back in the game 2, they were down 1 for most of that game, and in the last 9 minutes they were able to put up 3 against Tri-County. See if they can do it again here in this third. Rivercats send it in from the neutral zone. They have to get onside. Gives Rideout time to get the puck free. Pass picked off by Hayes, sent right back into the Panthers' end. Tri-County not giving the Western Valley any room here. Quickly on them each and every time a Panthers player touches the puck. McLaughlin in the corner. Hayes blocked the pass, sends it around the corner. Peary waiting for it. Peary comes across off the board, sends a shot on. Vigneault holding tight to the post. He holds tight to the puck as well. We did have an update in the intermission. Sunny Corner was up 3-0 over the Southern Sting in Sunny Corner. They're looking to tie that series up at 3 games apiece. The road team has won every game in that series. So the Thunder, 4th place team, looking for the victory at home. We'll hopefully get an update before the end of this game. Winners of these 2 series head off to the finals, which will be start play next weekend. Rivington wins the draw. Harding across for McInnes. Lachlan McInnes hits the line. McCatton going to the net. McInnes sends it down low. Rivington pops the puck out from behind the net. Vigneault makes sure that stays out wide. He's lost his stick again. It's laying on the other side of the crease. Rivercats clear it out, and Arbo was on the wrong side of the blue line. He kept the puck inside the zone, but he was in the neutral zone. So play blown down. Face off outside the blue line. Rivington and Price at the draw. Allaby starting out from his own end. Gets across center, dumps the puck in. Harding reverses back around. Arbo going to look for it. Hayes checks Arbo off. Rivington taken down, and it's going to be a tripping call against the River Cats. And this one's going against Nate Dryden. So the Panthers back to the power play. They are just 1 for 5 with the man advantage this evening. 2 for 4 in the last 2 games of this series. Right out to Peary. Peary shot off a stick and way up and out of play. Hits the netting high, 15 seconds gone in the penalty. Peary wins the draw, right out. Gets the puck back from Gould. Right out shot, tipped just over the net. Gould sends it back around for Peary. Andrew Peary up to Carson, right out. Right out. Opens up the penalty kill. Peary sends an cross. Gould, sharp angled shot. Vigneault makes another save for Tri-County. Gould had trouble with that puck and took him a second. And he was lower in the zone, and Vigneault had time to come across. 1:26 remaining on the man advantage for the Panthers. Pino holding off his man, getting the puck cleared all the way down the ice. Cole plays it behind the net. Holohan getting to that puck first. Panthers take it off of him. Up to Gallant at the line. Gallant to Rideout. Back down the boards to Gallant. Peary on the half boards. Up top to Rideout. Back to Peary. Top of the circle. Throws a shot on. And Vigneault saw that all the way. The lane was cleared. The traffic had gone to the center. And we reset. 53 seconds left on the penalty to Dryden. Face-off won by Price. Robichaud checked it behind the net. Loose puck. Rivington pulled that short side. Tried to sneak one past Vigneault. Rivington now down to McCatton. McCatton back to Rivington. Shot blocked by Melanson, and the River Cats clear it out once more. Quick pass up, deflects on net. Vigneault plays it for Allaby. Comes around the other side, slides all the way back down. Right out. Gets back out of his zone. Under 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Right out, turns back, looking for a lane to pass. Penalty's over. Dryden comes out of the box, and that puck careens all the way down. The linesman got in the way. Stopped it in the neutral zone. Coming in is Price. Price turned back up top. Allaby with the shot off the stick of Cole to the corner. Black centering pass, deflects all the way back up to Price at the line. Black hitting Price for the one-timer. Price holds it in now. Price fanned on the one-timer and sent it to the corner. Centering pass, deflects off the skate of Rideout to the near side. Black makes his way to the net. Backhand shot. Cole with the save. And we get some pushing and shoving extracurriculars after the whistle. 11:04 to go in the third. And the Panthers now 1 for 6 on the power play. McBurney wins the draw back. Earl centering pass went all the way to the far corner. Leroy shot on. Cole tightens up the 5-hole and kicks that one free. Mercer doesn't make it to center. Gallant picks up the loose puck, backhands it into the Tri-County end. Off a stanchion, and the puck comes all the way back into the Panthers zone. McBurney from center. Fires it on. Cole leaves it for Crane. Cooper Crane to Kilfoyle. Kilfoyle's pass out of the reach of Gallant. DeMerchant plays it back for Earl. Kilfoyle intercepts the pass in the neutral zone, bringing it in, and he's knocked off by two River Cats. Pino and Earl coming together. Mercer now back in for Western Valley. His shot goes off the stick of Jacob Earl and out of play. One second over the halfway mark of this third period. Faceoff comes back. Harding chips it down the boards, but the River Cats send it up and out. Arbo missed Peary with the pass. Robichaud flips it back to the neutral zone. Power Arbo gloved it down, checked off the puck. In comes Kelly. He was winding up, and the stick taken out of his hands. Pass comes down, icing waved off. Robichaud to Rusk. Rusk sends it back around to the far side. Dryden waiting. Puck over the blue line. Harding has to hold off, sends a shot, glove side, and Vigneault flashes the leather and holds on. So the Panthers quickly running out of time here, down 3. River Cats in a must-win situation. Defending champs wanting to take this one back home for one last deciding game. Black to Arneson on the near side. He's got some room, goes cross ice. Finds Brody Hayes. Hayes gets it deep into the Panthers zone. Harding sends it around the boards. McCatton looking for Rivington, held in by Black. Pearson rolling puck. Up the boards for McInnes. McInnes chips it off the boards and up, glove down at center ice. McCatton to Rivington. Rivington spinning away from a check. Puck intended for McInnes comes to the near corner. Allaby slides it ahead for Arneson. Cam Arneson going down to the ice, got a shot off. Cole makes the save, and McInnes clears the puck back out to the neutral zone. Austin Black weaves his way in, gets around a couple. Puck dropped back, and Cole is knocked down to the ice. Net is off, and play is called down. 8:12 left to go in regulation here. Game 6, and the Tri-County River Cats on the road with a 4-1 lead over the Western Valley Panthers. Faceoff's going to come outside the Western Valley zone. Won by Melanson. Robichaud fires it in. Pearson can't hold it up on the far side. He gets checked by Reynolds. Robichaud on the near side. Pass through the middle. Tipped wide. Panthers can't clear it out. Cole with the stop, and a loose puck swept wide of the net by Holohan. Mercer quickly up to center. Sends the puck in. Vigneault trying to play that puck, and we've got an interference call here against Tri-County. And no one going to the box yet. It's a 5-on-4, but for the Panthers, but nobody is in the penalty box. And the linesman pulls Holohan off of the bench. Gives him an escort to the box. So Holohan will sit for 2 minutes or less. 7:39 on the clock. Down 3. The Panthers back to the power play. Peary wins the draw. Right out, trying to send it across. That puck's deflected out to the neutral zone. Right out, quickly back into the offensive end. Drops back for Peary. Peary up to Gould. Gould, shot, gloved out of the air by Vigneault. $18 seconds gone in the penalty. Panthers need to start firing everything on net, looking for a rebound. Vigneault's not giving up much. And a face-off win by DeMerchant. Tri-County can't clear it. Gould to the near side. Peary, top of the circle. Back across for Rideout. Back to Gould. Gould slides down the half boards. Back up to Rideout. Rideout, one-timer. That one hit Price. Price wins, stays out. McLaughlin back up to Rideout. To Peary, top of the circle. Blocker save for Vigneault. McLaughlin regains the puck for Western Valley. Rideout tees it up. Stopped by Vigneault. Rideout holding the line, knocks it back down low. Peary takes it behind the net. He's interfered by the referee, and Tri-County's able to get the puck out to center ice. Both special teams starting to change here. Peary, cross ice for Graham. Zach Graham held outside. Goes for a skate, fires. That's deflected wide of the net. Gould to Peary. Open man on the far side. Rideout shot into the crowd. Puck bounces to the near circle, and it's cleared out by Kyle DeMerchant. Puck comes down. Rideout turns, fires quickly up to Graham. Graham tipped off of his stick by Black. Penalty coming to an end here as Austin Black sends it around. Stanchion deflects the puck through the middle of the ice. Black stopping the slap pass at center. Penalty is over. Back to 5-on-5. Hayes sends a shot through the skates of Rideout, and Cole makes the save. Austin Black across. Allaby sends it down low. River Cats fans are starting to gear up here. 5 minutes to go in regulation. They've got a 3-goal lead on the road. They know they need this a win to keep their season alive. That's an icing against Tri-County. 4:49 on the third period clock. Hometown crowd is quiet. We need some late heroics here from the Panthers. Gallant and Hayes at the dot. Puck goes to the end boards. Pino sends it around. Melanson chips it over the line. Play back to center. Melanson coming up late. Picks up the puck, fires, and Shaw blocks the shot, but then ices the puck. Just trying to clear the zone. Had a little bit too much mustard on that one. And the faceoff will come in back down into the Panthers' end. Aiden McBurney across from Crispin Gallant. McBurney wins it back. Pino sends it down into the corner. Arneson trying to work his way free. Panthers again clear it down the ice. This won't make it to the goal line. Rivercats off the glass, but puck held in the neutral zone by Crane. Arneson now gets it past Crane. Jacob Earl fires it in off the end boards. Crane to McLaughlin, quickly across. Kilfoyle turns, takes the pass. Centering attempt by Kilfoyle. Second one goes right on net. Vigneault with another save. Nate Dryden knocked off the puck on the far side. McInnes trying to get the puck free out of the corner. Peary looking for Harding. Tipped by Arneson. Harding gets the puck back to Peary. Back to Harding. Cross ice. And Dryden chips the puck up and out. Cole's going to play this one around. Arneson checking Peary. Dryden to Arneson. Arneson shot on. Cole with another save for Western Valley. Tri-County Rivercats have played a full 57 minutes here. Had the Panthers on their heels for most of this game, not giving up much time and space. Capitalizing with 1 in the first, 3 in the second. And just not giving the Panthers any opportunities here. Vigneault making the saves when he has to. That one rings off the post behind Dawson Cole. Shot by Ben Kelly. Allaby fires it down low. McInnes deflected it to the far boards. Loose puck. Peary gains it for the Panthers. Peary sends it in off the end boards. We'll watch for Cole to make his way to the bench. Kelly stops the outlet pass. Lachlan McInnes through the middle for Graham. Graham couldn't handle the pass. Panthers trying to pick up the pace here, but Tri-County not allowing them any room. Gould fires it in. Cole makes his way to the bench. Extra attacker on for Western Valley. Net empty at the Panthers' end. Puck sent down. Icing waved off. Ride out back for Western Valley. Under 2. We've got a penalty coming here against Tri-County. They touched the puck. And the Panthers will get another power play. It's a roughing call. And it's going against Austin Black. So Cole remains on the bench. Cole remains on the bench. Empty net at the Panthers, and Western Valley wants to talk this one over. Coach Mike Weeks wants to lay out a game plan here. Panthers are 1 for 7 on the power play. They came in with a 35% power play percentage success rate through the first 5 games. They were 50% in the last 2. 2 for 4 in each of the last 2 games, but tonight they are 1 for 7. Tri-County just shutting them down at every opportunity, and when shots get through, Vigneault is not giving up a rebound in front. So 1:48 remaining in this third period. The Panthers down 3. Tri-County needs this victory to send it to Game 7 tomorrow afternoon. 6-on-4 here with the net empty in the Panthers end. A chance at the side of the net. Graham sends the shot on. Vigneault freezes it. 6 seconds gone in the penalty. Rivington back to the dot across from Price. Price wins the draw. Pino taking it to the end boards. Gallant tipped it away from him. Panthers trying to get this puck free. Zach Graham. Drop pass to Rideout. Rideout looking for the pass across. That was deflected. Peary gets back to the loose puck. Graham, shot, pad saved by Vigneault. Not cleared out. Rideout holds it in. Carson Rideout to Andrew Peary on the near side. Back up to Rideout. Cross for Gallant. Rideout to Peary. Peary, shot, blocked. Jack Price paying the price. Peary, pass out front. Gallant, shot, deflected. Vigneault falls on the loose puck. And we get another whistle. Everyone getting separated here. And Vigneault going after Rivington. Another warning whistle given. And I believe we have face-off coming out of the zone. 1:11 left to go in the penalty, so that penalty will go to the end of this game if the Panthers don't score. 59.2 seconds left in regulation here. Net is empty at the Panthers' end. They win the face-off. Gallant to McCatton. McCatton centering pass. Doesn't make it out in front. Gallant up top. Graham with the shot. Blocker saved by Vigneault. Back up. Graham hits the post. Peary out of the corner. Spins it up top to Rideout. Quickly across. Gallant on the far side. Back across to Peary. Peary with an open lane. Nobody standing in front. He missed the net. Vigneault was there to make the save. Gallant sends one on. Vigneault with another save. Peary, sharp angled shot straight into the glove of Mason Vigneault. And some more pushing and shoving here. 19.4 seconds remaining in regulation. And the Tri-County River Cats with a 3-goal lead look to take their first victory on the road. It's going to be Jacob Earl going off to the penalty box. So puts the River Cats down 2, and extra attacker is on for the Panthers with the net empty. 19.4 seconds left on the game clock. Grant wins the draw. Crane up to Grant. Grant slaps it towards the net. Vigneault kicks it to the far side. Mercer. His shot blocked, and Tri-County is going to take this one on the road. Panthers got the first road victory last night. Tri-County needed to get a win on the road tonight, and they do so. 4-1 the score. The River Cats force a Game 7 back at the Tri-County Complex tomorrow afternoon. 2:30 start. And the Western Valley Panthers, if they want to upset the defending champs, will need to take a second straight game on the road over the River Cats. Western Valley players lingering on their bench, not able to get to their game this evening. And win it in front of a capacity home crowd. They're going to have to do the impossible once more and take this one down to Tri-County. It comes down to one game. And it's tomorrow afternoon in Fredericton Junction at the Tri-County Complex. 4-1 the score for the Tri-County Rivercats. For everyone here, I am Devin Judge. We're not sure if we're going to see you again. Tomorrow night's game's going to predict. It's going finals on the line tomorrow afternoon. Panthers win. We'll see you back here for one of the first two games of the finals next weekend. Panthers lose. It has been a great season. We hope it continues. For everyone here, I'm Devin Judge. We will hopefully see you next weekend, but don't miss out. Tri-County Complex tomorrow afternoon, 2:30, Game 7.